Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
I did a hot wing one in Salitas once, and I was licking wet wipes. I just needed cold on my tongue.
Yeah.
So I was just licking
Are you good
baby
with
wipes.
Are you good with spices usually? Nah.
I just did it because I was drunk, and my mate said if I don't do it, I'm gay. So
Oh yeah.
just got to do it. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
And you needed to show them that you love pussy. By eating a hot wing.
I was just and I ran to the toilet. I was like, I screw, and went toilet, and my mate filmed me, and then the whole.
Did he get like some Spike Lee angles and that? Did he film it right underneath?
He just he panned to the restaurant, and they all started laughing at me.
Aye.
So embarrassing, man.
So head on, they panned to the restaurant, so you were like full on fucking doors open.
Yeah, he filmed me like that, eating these spicy wings.
You got like a direct fucking sniper line from the shitter to your table.
And then he just follows me, go to the toilet, and he catches all the restaurant pissing themselves at me because I couldn't have a spicy wing.
You would have hated that then.
No, fuck that.
That hot chip was. I can see why they were discontinued.
Have they been discontinued?
Aye, that because what you were saying that someone died.
It seems mad, doesn't it? Because it don't seem possible in a crisp.
Someone Leah Betts the hot chip.
Oh, what?
Leah Betts. Not remember that. Not remember that name. The fucking poster girl. The poster girl for Pill Death.
Pills, yeah.
Yeah.
That was thingy, wasn't it? That's why the Essex boys got shot up, innit?
What? Tell us, Adam, anything more than that was the poster girl for Pill Death. But if you've got.
Yeah, so Tony, I feel like I'm grassing on people who are already dead here. I'm gonna get a comeback.
Can you snitch on the dead?
I don't know. You can't libel the dead, can you?
Can you not?
No, you can say.
What is that like in the eyes of God or in the eyes of the law?
No, Elvis was in the KKK.
Oh right, so you can do shit like that.
Yeah, you can do shit like
that. Can you?
Yeah.
So Elvis was in the KKK.
Yeah, I was in the KKK, mate.
I wouldn't be that shocked, like that white jumpsuit he had. Yeah. All he needs to do is fucking shake off the sparkles, put the hood up,
take the hood's detachable.
Yeah, the sequins fire off like porcupine fucking needles.
Yeah, you can't libel the dead, mate. Easy. Oh, you can't libel the dead. You can't sue you.
Can the estate not sue you?
Nah.
I don't know if I'd get me legal advice off you, Jamie.
Nah, seriously, mate. I know that.
And anybody else, welcome to the podcast. This isn't Daniel Sloss.
No.
We got straight into it there.
Nice upgrade, mate.
I've upgraded him. We've got Jamie Hutchinson here. Who how you loving gigging in Scotland? Because you look like cripplingly Scottish.
Yeah. It's coming back to my people. I think Hutchinson's Scottish.
Is it? You've got a tartan?
I think it's a Scottish clan. Yeah. I don't know if I've got a tartan. I'm not about wearing skirts and that.
Nah. You've already proved how straight you are by eating that hot wing.
Yeah, I had a hot wing.
You're not gonna undo all your hard work.
I'm wearing a skirt, mate.
A skirt on.
Yeah, Glasgow and Edinburgh this week. Absolutely class.
Yeah.
Unreal, mate.
Absolute people. There's such a fucking huge gulf of difference between the two cities as well.
Oh, it's insane, mate. Yeah.
You know what? In one day, right? Because I lived too here in Edinburgh when I lived with Sloss, right? I had a gig in Glasgow, and I went. And this happened all within the space of 2 hours. I went to the train station at Haymarket and walked past a young lad getting a violin lesson in his garden with his shorts and shirt.
In the garden?
He was 9 years old, and he was getting his violin lesson in the garden. Fuck. And I get on the train to Glasgow, had a bit of time to kill before my gig, went into the pub in Queen Street that was there, and watched an old lady with like false teeth, pensioner old, hasn't worked in years old, like hundreds of great-grandchildren, ordered a haggis bomb. And I had to loiter at the bar to find out what was going to be made, because I didn't know what a haggis bomb was.
No, I don't. What is
they dropped a shot of whiskey into an iron brew.
Oh, that's class.
And it all happened within the same 2 hours. I just saw like a fucking slice of the pie of Edinburgh in Glasgow.
So good.
I fucking love it up here.
Yeah, I do like it. I do like both cities actually.
There's a word for people who get assimilated into Scottish culture as well, where the Scottish accept you when you're not from round here.
What's that?
Refugee.
Oh, I like that.
It's nice, isn't it?
I've sort of been accepted Liverpool. Mm-hmm. So obviously Liverpool Manchester's a massive rivalry.
That's quite a big leap to make.
But
That.
I've sort of been accepted.
Yeah, that's a proper hands across the water. That.
Yeah, that is. It's. Listen, if I can do it, Israel Palestine, I think I can go over there and do a gig.
Yeah,
to both.
you could gig to both, bring them together.
Yeah.
We could all be
do the Gaza pod. Unite them together.
Yeah.
Through me, I think I generally think we'll look back when I'm dead, and hopefully you're not libeling me, as I was one of the most important things to world peace.
Yeah, you're a cultural figure.
Because everyone just thinks, thank God I'm not him. Let's get on. I think that's how they think.
Oh, it could be worse. Do you think people who are like going through the atrocities that are happening in the Middle East right now could look at you and go, oh.
Well, at least his granddad didn't used to drown him.
Did your granddad used to drown you?
Well, he's dead, so I can't libel him. So,
Nah.
But he used to, because I never liked baths. Do you know what I mean?
You did tell me earlier that you're scared of a lot of things.
Yeah, I didn't like baths. Or anything. I just had an irrational fear I'm going to go down the plug hole. Do you know what I mean?
Is that why you put on a bit of timber?
Yeah, that's to stop
Just plug hole proof yourself. Who baths with a plug out?
No, but when you take it out,
you're wasting a lot of water there. If you
no, but when you take it out at the end and it goes,
you've got to do that. You've got to take the thing out and just let all your scum settle on you in layers like sedimentary rock.
Yeah, I don't know. And then to get me in the bath, my granddad would go, right, come on, we'll play world records. Because I used to love Guinness World Records. And he went, right.
No, you just love Guinness.
Yeah. You went, go under the water. I'll time how long you can stay underwater for. So I just, till I was drowning. And he go, right, you did 28 seconds. And we had a notebook of all my times. So I'd go, 42 seconds, new PB. So I just had notebooks filled with times. And if the police ever come round and go, what's this? So it's when I put my grandson underwater. So
most kids have like a little notch on the wall of the height.
Yeah.
You've got how long you can fucking flap your gills.
Yeah, I had time underwater and stuff.
I think that's nice. That's bonding. That.
Yeah.
That's, you know what that is? That's your granddad being sick of your shit.
Yeah.
That's like your granddad's got a bath you. Right, he's been put in charge of bathing you for whatever fucking sin he committed, right? And you're just fucking yammering away about how you can create peace in the Middle East or whatever the fuck you're tired of as a 13-year-old. I'm making you 13 for this, by the way. You're 13 years old for this, Jim. Yeah, you got pubes.
Scared of the
You got your first few pubes coming through.
Do you know?
And your granddad's like, Jamie, man, fucking, I'll tell you.
Do you know, that's a funny thing you mentioned pubes in the bath. So, when I was 13, I turned down a blowjob of a 16-year-old girl because I didn't have pubes.
Because you didn't have pubes.
And I thought pubes are essential.
And you'd be deflected as well, going, fuck off, you slut.
No, I was like...
like totally degraded her. As if like, are you fucking mad? I'll get a blowjob, hottest lass ever.
Yeah.
Blowjob off you, deflecting because you haven't got pubes.
No, I was like, I'm all right, Nah, I'm sound.
Yeah,
like someone's getting around.
I've had a hot wing, I don't need to prove it to you.
Yeah. But I thought pubes played an integral part of it. And I was like, fuck yeah, I need pubes, man. So I thought, here's what my theory was. I don't know where I've got this science from. But I used to...
But I believe it, I'm buying it.
I used to... Right, so any kids watching who are prepubescent and they want pubes to get blowjobs, here's my tips. I bathed with shorts on. Yeah.
Really your granddad couldn't see you didn't have any pubes.
One pube, new world record. I used to trap steam in my shorts. I used to think it'd be like a greenhouse effect.
Oh, really?
Grow me hair.
Really? You fucking hydroponics? You were getting the UV and all that?
So I was doing that.
You were like fucking like growing weed.
So I did that from 12. 3 years later, full bush.
Full bush. Must have worked.
You do the maths.
It must have worked.
If I didn't do that,
see it the other way. Aye. Because like before that, you were keeping it in the dark, just moist, and all you had was one mushroom.
Yeah, that's right.
That was just not enough.
Needed natural sunlight. That was my theory in pube growing.
I was really late with the pubes.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? I don't get. It's crazy to me. If you told me at 13 when you're 32, no one cares about pubes. I still thought like my mum bragged about having pubes.
Aye.
Because my mum did brag about having pubes. When she'd
Who
shave,
to you?
well,
To everyone?
well, what she
Megaphone in the street. Ringing a bell.
got this bush. What she'd do, she'd shave her fanny
And then borrow some to you.
and leave the hairs all in the
Little bit of
bath.
titty tape for you.
She'd leave all the hairs in the bath. And to me, that's her telling me only one of us has got pubes in this house.
Oh, so you think she's playing mind games?
Yeah. I don't see any ginger hairs.
You were engaged in pure psychological warfare with your mum, who was just bath pubing you.
I know, and then I don't know how to rinse a bath. So I'm just fucking.
You just got to get your heat under it for record times.
I've got some mum's fanny pubes on my back. That teaches you to grow pubes quick.
Aye. You want to fucking just whack and run like Chewbacca off your mother's pubes.
No, I've seen my mum's bust so much.
You're there covering your mum's pubes, right, after sport, but you can't go get a shower, otherwise you'll wash them off. So you've got the pubes to show off, but you've got to do it like,
but they're all,
I'm going to get showered at home, but still like
they're all black though.
Your mum's pubes are all black.
So they'll go, if I did that to the boys, when check me back hair, go, fuck off, that's your mum's pussy hair.
Well, you could just say use just for men. I use just for men on my back hair. But like all this.
It's all about black hair, mate. That's
fucking. So you were scared of finding the plug hole.
Yeah.
You're scared of cats.
Scared of cats, wasps, mashed potato.
You showed pure fear of Daniel's cats there as we're coming to the house.
Yeah, cats just go for me, man.
Yeah, I feel like they sense evil well, cats.
Yeah, they
They sense darkness.
That's why I like dogs more, because they're thick, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like docile and just happy. Do you know what I mean?
I used to have some strong opinions on dogs before I became a dog lover and owned a dog business with my wife.
You used to dislike.
But I used to dislike. Well, I didn't. I feel like everything was misconstrued and twisted by the internet. When people took the words I said and used them against us, as verbatim. But I was like, dogs love you for biscuits. They'd love you if you were pedo. If they whacked it on you fucking a kid, they'd still be all over you.
Where do you think cats would?
They've got no moral compass.
I think paedophiles will be attracted to cats, though.
You think so?
In that they see themselves as highly intelligent and above the law. Like cats have that snooty sort of.
Aye.
Yeah,
is that why you don't like cats? Because they're pedos?
Yeah, because a cat looks to me and go, I could get a girl in a boot. You couldn't. Do you know what I mean?
It's got sinister intentions.
And I'm like, fuck's sake, I wish I could get a girl in a boot like a cat.
I wish I could. I don't hate them because they do that. I hate them out of jealousy because I can't do that.
Can't drive.
Nah. How are you finding touring without a car? Because that's a lot of you're stringing a lot of gigs together with a tour. It's not just like you're doing a weekend in a city. Because doing a weekend in a city, you'd say I'm kicking in Liverpool this weekend, right? I'll get a train doing on a Thursday. I'll get back on a Sunday. Bob's your uncle. You live in the city for that 3 days. Them 3 days might be between Edinburgh, Glasgow, and Leeds.
Yeah, so we did.
Middlesbrough's your next one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Glasgow, Edinburgh,
one
Middlesbrough.
week we did Manchester, Hull, Southampton, Belfast, Dublin.
Yeah.
What you've got to do. It's a lifestyle I've cultivated. Yeah.
This is a lifestyle podcast.
In prep, it's preparation, and it's called Magoo time.
Magoo time.
You need to prep for Magoo.
Magoo. Right, tell us about Magoo.
So Magoo is basically fucking up.
Yeah.
So you need to allow fuck up time. Say if my
the golden hour.
Say if my gig's at 8, I plan to get there for 5. The difference, 8 minus 5, that's 3 hours Magoo. We've got 3 hours Magoo. So 3 hours Magoo can be trains going wrong, getting on the wrong train, being cancelled, having to get a replacement bus, all that kind of stuff. You allow for the Magoo.
Yeah. In a fucking worst case scenario, you're getting the most expensive Uber of your life.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And you're making nothing from the gig.
Yeah, I wanted to, because we was a bit worried in the Hull to Southampton leg of the tour.
Yeah, oh, that's bleak. That's bleak. That
I was pricing up getting a chauffeur just as a Southampton gig, just make lose money on the gig, but just turn up like in a fucking Hummer or something.
Make a podcast episode of it. Just get your fucking camera set up in the thing.
Get a Hummer to Southampton attic.
Yeah. I did. So you priced it up, willing to cut the losses, and still went no. Can you remember what the price was?
It was like 700 quid or something.
Aye.
But I was like, but luckily Wozniak.
You must have been tempted, but
I got talked out. I got talked down from it.
Yeah, good friends will talk you out of that.
Because I don't value money at all.
Nah.
Because I've always been skint. Mm-hmm. Having a bit of money, I'm like, I'm not arsed.
Me and my lass have got such different concepts of money. It's class. Because she's posh.
Yeah.
She'll not say she is. Because she's got good values.
Yeah.
But what she thinks broke is...
Oh, it's mental.
Like, I've seen her say she just worry about money with fucking tens of thousands in her bank. And I'm like, oh, I need to be minus tens of thousands.
Yeah.
And like going into the branch for £7 because I cannot withdraw £7.
Yeah.
And the £7 isn't even mine, it's in my overdraft.
Yeah.
That's where I've been.
Yeah.
That's where I've been. So fucking when she's tired with being broke, like or like having money worries, I'm like, oh, there's so many layers.
Yeah, it's
there's
crazy.
so many layers that you'll.
I don't understand that, but I have it with mates as well. Like they go like, oh, can't come out to the match. I'm a bit skinned. I went, you're not.
Aye. But that's how savers save. Because when my wife's made these calls, it's cash flow, and that money that I'm talking about is untouchable because that's for a house deposit in the future.
Yeah,
she's thinking about we're going to be buying a house at some point. We can't touch that.
Yeah, nothing's untouchable.
So, and she's really like I was in 30 grand of debt when I met her, and now I haven't had debt since 2017, and it's all because of her. Because of her values have been instilled in me.
No, yeah.
But I still know what the bottom is.
Yeah, I've never answered letters. When I was 21, I got a £3,000 overdraft, put it on a horse, because in my head, I thought I'm going to be a professional gambler. But I just need a base camp to go off.
But in your head, did you not know what a professional gambler was? And they would just put it all on one horse.
Yeah, but
are they not? Are professional gamblers not like fucking chipping away with little things?
This was an 11 to 10 shot. It should have been 1 to 2. I was like, the value in this is unbelievable. There's no way this should be 11 to 10. This horse. So I put £3,000 on. I just wanted out of working in the bookies. And I thought the way out of the bookies is gambling. I like the poetry of it.
It seems to work for everybody else in this room. Everybody else in here. God, I've lost some good friends from the big win. I never saw them again after that.
There's been absolutely no trajectory at all. Just absolutely just flatline solemnness. But I just wanted a base camp to start my gambling career. And it was Lloyd's, and they had this class thing, internet banking. Have you heard of it? And you could just like request your overdraft limit. So I just put in 500 quid, accepted. A grand, accepted. They just kept on accepting.
Debt was a badge of honour for me when I was growing up.
Fuck off.
Got accepted for credit.
I couldn't believe he was giving me this money.
Are you mad?
Giving me this money though. So I got £3,000 on this horse. It fell at the first fence. And
it fell over. Your prize horse fell over.
And I was earning 1,200 quid a month after tax. I got 1,200 quid, and I'm in a £3,000 overdraft. So I just get 1,200 quid, and it just gets swallowed and swallowed. So I just changed banks and never opened a letter again from Lloyd's. Never paid them back. 10 years, 12 years.
Hey, check your clear score.
Experian, yeah.
Yeah.
Double digits.
Are you all right now? You got your shit together?
I swear to God.
You got financial hygiene now, Jamie? Or do you spend £700 on Hummers from Hull to Southampton without the correct support?
I just fuck money up the wall.
Yeah.
It's mad. I have to have like a separate account now for gigs. Just so my mentality is like, just leave that. Cause I still want to make money from gambling. I think I deserve a big win. I've got it in me. Do you know what I mean? I know I have one of these big wins in me.
Hey, try getting an overdraft with someone else. I'm just going. I'm not even gonna try and stop you. I'm gonna encourage you.
I can't even get an overdraft.
Gonna be the devil on both shoulders.
I can't even get an overdraft from Starling.
From where? Who's that? Is that like a Wonga?
Starling Bank.
Starling.
It's like one of these.
The fact I haven't heard of it tells us that it's a little bit backwater.
Banks, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't even get that. That's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. That's like getting turned down for a pint in Glasgow.
You're too drunk,
It's
mate.
impossible. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just don't value money at all. I actually fear having too much money.
Yeah, because you're coming into a nice level of success now, and like worthy as well. Like you've worked hard, you've grafted, you've put in the suicide mails in the circuit, you've worked hard at your podcast. You're getting your reward for your hard work.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Now, are you prepared for the reward you're about to get? You're gonna probably get money that could kill you, Jamie.
Well, I'm very fortunate I've got a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
If I was single, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
100% with this money I'm getting. And the amount of coke I'm getting offered at gigs and stuff.
Aye.
And I'm trying to curb it. But it's just...
See, what I've found, if I'm in any position to give advice, it's take more drugs than people who have a drug problem, but don't let it become a problem.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah. Drink more than people who've got a drink problem, but don't let it become a problem. Don't let it get in the way of your career. Don't let it get in the way of your relationship and your family. Don't let it get in the way of any of that stuff. The minute it does, realise you went too far with it, rein it in.
I know, it's so easy to do, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's what I do with gambling as well. I've got so many fucking vices that I just get stuck in. I don't see it as a problem. I just see it as getting involved. Do you know what I mean?
Having a go. Have you been to Vegas?
Nah. All my whole year is centred around the Cheltenham Festival. The horse racing.
Okay, right.
So I'm doing the next tour extension, Feb to May. And she said, like, I've got a couple of club gigs. So I went, I can't do this date. Not Cheltenham week. Mm-hmm. That is off limits.
You suit up.
I won't do anything other than Cheltenham. No, I'll go to my dad's and watch it.
Oh, you don't go to the... So, would you like to go to the festival? Is that what you want to do?
I've been twice.
Yeah.
I won a competition once with Stan James. You're
going to have to tell us who Stan James is. It's not my world.
Well, they said it's just a bookies.
Right.
So they said they did a competition, like, tell us why you deserve to win. Mm-hmm. 2 tickets.
What was it? How
I
did you deserve to win?
It's my dad's 50th.
Was it?
And we're both ginger, so we've already lost in life, so give us a win for once. And they give it us.
Nice.
So we had 6 tickets for that.
Then you turned up and you just had your mum's funny hair all the way back and you're like, fraud! Fraud, he's dyed his hair ginger for the tickets. You've gingered up and down.
One year, this is Prime Magoo. Prime Magoo, this. So we get the National Express to Cheltenham Festival, right? Mm-hmm. We stop off at Wolverhampton. Having a coffee. Then me and my dad both have Magoo syndrome.
Right,
We're thick.
Late for everything.
Like proper dyspraxic and stuff.
You Magoo'd this podcast.
Oh, yeah, Magoo. I did Magoo this podcast.
Yeah, so I was telling it, we'll do the podcast in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
I've got the portable stuff that we use in hotel rooms. We'll do it in Edinburgh. And you got off Glasgow. I said Glasgow. I live in Glasgow. That's how easy it is to me. We said Glasgow. And you got off the train to Edinburgh and you went, right, let's see where Kai lives. And it was back the way you came.
Oh, this is a nightmare, lad.
It was like, I've Magoo'd this to the point I can't even make it anymore.
Yeah, absolutely Magoo.
We're doing it in Edinburgh.
So we're in Wolverhampton. We had a coffee. Yeah. We couldn't find the exit of a service station. So we're just surrounded by cars in a car park, but it's a coach car park, and we didn't know how to find it, so the coach had fucked off without us, so we had to get an Uber from Wolverhampton to Cheltenham
for your free tickets. Your free tickets ended up costing you. If you bought the tickets, it would have been cheaper than the Uber you've just got.
But then £20 Somerville boy won the first race, won it all back,
and
then proceeded to lose it all for the rest of the day.
There it is.
And then on the way home, we couldn't find the coach car park at Cheltenham. So we missed the coach again. So we missed 2 coaches there and back. So we had to walk for miles to find a train station. It's horrendous.
So yeah, shade tapes.
And United got knocked out of the Champions League.
And you're like, and that's what I'm going to revolve my entire year around. Yeah. That lovely, joyous experience that brought me nothing but hell.
Cheltenham in our house is big, and I'm not exaggerating. It's more important than Christmas to us, to our family.
Yeah.
So, like, Christmas Day, it's like, we just have a curry and watch EastEnders and that.
Do you put up a little tree and just hang, like, Bookie's pens from
betting slips and stuff.
Stirrup.
We have a Christmas card book, betting slips. I remember once, because Boxing Day is obviously a big day of racing and football and stuff. Mm-hmm. So my dad gave me 50 quid of like Christmas money. Give it my Christmas Day, and he went, and that is being betted.
That's so funny.
He's like, you're not spending that on clothes or anything stupid.
Get yourself something nice.
You're gambling it.
Put that on a knacker.
Yeah, so it's just drilled into me.
The biggest win you've had?
A few grand. I've had days where money's not happened. Like the turnover in some days has been like 10, 12 grand. Mm-hmm. Where I remember me and my mate, we used to, even when I started a job, I used to book 4 days in the Britannia Hotel in Manchester and just go on the piss with my mate. Then I'd nip in work, do a shift, and go back out on the piss.
Nice.
And we were in the bookies as well.
In the bookies hungover.
And there's one day where we'd won like every race and was up a few grand between us. And then we went casino and was up like 8, 9 grand. So I just stayed straight through, bang on the beat, just fucking right through 2.5 days on it. Nip in work, fuck off early from work, like 1 p.m. And then my mate's doing 5 ton of dog and the dog racing. 5 ton of dog.
Fucking hell.
And then
I can't even imagine the fucking fear and worry.
oh, I love it, mate.
You like it? Do you like that suffrage?
I love losing.
Professional loser.
There's some
To our show.
there's something brilliant and cathartic about losing your last fiver.
Do you like how comfortable you are in the pit?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? When I'm riding high and I've got that the thousands of pounds, I'm like,
Out your comfort zone.
this is class.
Unfamiliar terrain, but
I just need this episode to end now, and it needs to end in disaster. Has to. But he was doing 5 ton of dog, then nipping out and getting a brass, and he had like 4 brasses in the day.
So if the dog come in,
He spent money
if
on
the dog come in, he was getting a sex worker.
5 ton, nip for a brass, back in the book. I'll meet you in an hour, getting a brass. But he was just like, he's obsessed with brasses. I was obsessed with dogs.
Everyone's going to have that face. It's amazing. Fucking. I wanted to tell you as well. You know, can I read out the last exchange that we had on Facebook?
Oh, really? Yeah, go on.
Can I read it or not?
Yeah, what is it?
Because I want to read it because something similar happened straight after messaging you.
Oh, really?
And it was worse than the exchange we had, right?
Oh, no.
So I'm just going to find the message that I sent you. Because I come on Facebook, I saw your touring in town, I come on and I messaged you so that I could meet up with you to do this podcast. But you know when you just haven't spoken to each other on Facebook for a good few years,
Yeah.
and then you see the last exchange that you had, it was a beautiful thing because I didn't even know what you were on about when you texted us this.
Oh, no.
So this is 11th of July 2018 at 10:30 at night. You went, hey lad, if that's aimed at me being kicked out, I didn't mean to say mong. Jamie, I hardly knew you. I think you did a Punch Drunk gig or something before, hadn't you? Off recommendation, you done North Shields Punch Drunk or something.
Nah.
It'd be like, you went, I didn't mean to say mong. I'm just fuming, mate. I'm so angry I said mong. I'm just fuming, mate. I've apologised on the comment as well. I didn't mean any offence, like. And I'm just like, I just went, nah, I was on about Mark Nelson. I didn't see your post. I wouldn't have been asked by Mong. And then he went, I called someone a Mong, my head's gone, lad. So that was our exchange. It just made us laugh because 5 years ago, and I totally fucking, none of that exchange was in my memory at all. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. So,
I know what it was.
Can you remember what it was or not?
I know what it was. It's a World Cup.
Yeah.
And there was an argument on there's like a comics football group.
And it was called Where Comedians Can Talk About Football Away from Pricks.
Yeah.
And all I had done is flippantly replied about Mark Nelson, just going, I thought they said away from pricks.
Yeah. And so someone, we got beat. It was like, obviously, when Croatia beat us, and someone was moaning at Southgate, when I was, shut you mong. Oh, no.
Oh,
and then obviously, you said, and then because you said, I thought it was meant to be talking away from pricks, I went, oh, fuck, is that me?
Yeah, you instantly connected the dots.
And because it was, I think, the semi-final, I'd just been on it all day, and you just para. aren't you?
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's very funny. So that I bring that up, right? Because like a day later after that, so I'm gonna be doing this panel show, and it's about Newcastle, right? So they want to have an ex-footballer on the panel. So can you remember a footballer called Olivier Bernard?
Yeah, left back.
Yeah, so he played for Newcastle. I think he had a stint at Rangers as well.
Yeah.
But I'd done a gig with him a while back at this like show racism, the red card thing, right? And his last, I don't know if he's still with the same last, but just from Ponteland, just from the northeast, and he was there as a guest of honour. And we're backstage, and I spent the whole time backstage just showing his last a video of Lauren Robert clearing the ball, hitting Olivier Bernard in the face.
I remember that.
And Olivier Bernard goes like comic jelly legs, wobbling like this, and he walks several steps before his consciousness leaves him and he falls over.
Like some shot Robert had.
He was fucking like scalded it off his face. Right? So I show his last this video, just howling, and we watched it about 7 times. Me and his last watched this thing, right? So I've worked with Olivier Bernard before, right? And I think he owns a pub with somebody from Blythe, and or they run a pub together or something, or they're in business together. And I half know this lad. I went to school with him, but he wasn't in my year, right? Yeah. So I went to text this lad to see if he had Olivier Bernard's number so that we could get him on this show. And I messaged him just saying like the messages about that. But before I sent the message, I come on and seen that I've messaged him before, and he'd replied to one of my stories, which you can't see anymore, saying, "Why is your face twisted?" And I went, it's took a beating. It's spent 35 years of getting in the way of stuff. And then he went, ha, 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 ha. And I went, football boots, fists, car windows, the North Sea, you name it. So he started naming cock, balls, tampons, question mark at the end of each. And then I sent him a picture, this lad I hardly know, of me with a tampon in my teeth. I mean, I'll send it to Matthew. Fuck it, that'll end up on the internet, I'm sure. I sent him that picture. And then I was at the point where I was like, I don't even know if I can message this lad asking about Olivier Bernard, because
I'm a shambles.
It has to bump that conversation.
I'm a shambles, and I've been on it. The anxiety I get, I just get a flash of fucking hell, lad. Do you remember when you pissed that guy off in 2012?
Yeah.
And I'll just message him. I went, "Oh, lad, are we all right?" It's like 10 years ago.
You act on it.
Yeah.
That causes the problem.
Yeah, I know.
That activates the overthinking.
I have to sometimes, seriously, when I wake up, when I've been on the beak and that, and because I black out, I have a sip of a drink and I'll wake up. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I have to get my phone and put it in another room, so I'm not even tempted to go and look at it.
So you've got to take actions.
It can't be near me.
Because my theory on intrusive thoughts, right, is you're going to be getting intrusive thoughts all the time. You're the filter, right? You can't choose which thoughts you're going to get, right? But the minute you action a thought, the part of your brain that gives you the intrusive thoughts goes, ooh, he acts on them ones, give him more of them ones. He acts on them. So I've always likened it to like a sushi chef. If a sushi's putting like fucking his stuff, his niggeries and all that on the conveyor belt, and then somebody's getting a particular one and eating it, he's like, I'll make more of those. They're going down well.
Yeah, supply and demand.
So supply and demand.
Yeah.
So your brain's giving you full on fucking supply and demand based on how you action your thoughts. So if you action intrusive thoughts like that guy in 2012 thinks you're a dick, and then you action it, it's going, oh, he likes them ones. He likes them thoughts. I'm going to give him more of them.
I accidentally started a rumour about an open spot years ago, and it got back to me in a car share. And I went, oh, fuck, I started that, you know.
No.
I was pissed up, and I went, I'll give him a fake name. I'll go,
Elliot Steele.
I went, you know, Elliot Steele don't wipe his ass.
He doesn't wipe his ass.
Yeah. Oh, no. So I was talking about Elliot Steele. And inverted commas, and the guy, I went, oh yeah, it's weird that thing that like does, he don't wipe his ass. He went, what? I went, yeah, Elliot Steele don't wipe his ass before a gig. Said that he likes the itch on stage, just adds to his performance. I don't know.
This actually really scans with Elliot Steele.
Yeah,
it really like explains his stage presence.
That's why it's so moody.
So I've told my mum that Milo McCabe is a never nude. Basically told the story of Tobias from Arrested Development. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but he wears his jorts in the shower. And I just told that story about Milo before my wedding so that my mum would like look at Milo in a different way, thinking he was never nude.
Yeah.
He always like puts on like clothes, like around clothes to get changed. He's never got his cock out. He showers with shorts on.
That's what I mean. And the Elliot still don't wipe his ass thing that ended up on graffiti in the King's Arms toilets in Salford. And 6 months went by.
And that wasn't you.
That weren't me.
That wasn't you in a blackout.
That wasn't. Oh well, could have been.
It wasn't my handwriting.
No, but then,
It was neat.
But then 6 months later, I'm in a car share somewhere, and he went, "Have you heard him about not wiping his ass?" I went, "Nah, no, it was like me." Just starting these little fucking.
Fuck.
And another thing I used to do to ads.
Do you reckon it's got back to them?
Must have done, yeah.
So
there's memes made.
What year was it?
Oh, this is like really early days at 15, 16.
Okay, so hurts that you think that's really early days. Like, I feel like a fucking veteran. feel like a World War One veteran here, and someone tied with World War Two. Like,
Me talking about how tough the Belgrano was when you've been in the Somme.
So is that comedian still a comedian? Or
No, I went back to teaching.
Did they go back to teaching?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually give people a lot of.
Oh,
That's proof that it wasn't Elliot Steele.
teaching.
That, you know what the thing is? That's the one job where you've narrowed it down to 80% of comedians.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's still a lot.
Yeah, it's mad, that, innit? I just imagine teachers from my school, if they went into stand-up. It's so bizarre to me. Do you know what I mean?
there's not a single teacher who I had in front of us that I would have. Nah.
It's
Do
just
you ever
mad,
remember
innit?
any of them being funny?
Yeah, we had funny teachers, but not stand-up funny, do you know what I mean?
Nah.
Like funny for teachers.
You know what made them funny? The fact they swore.
Yeah.
If any of them swore, they were class.
Or I said, just call me Mick.
Aye. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And they're the ones that, when you look back, why are you being that desperate, man?
I tried to
be-
be that desperate.
You were a teacher?
No, I worked for a hairdressing academy.
You've got such hidden depths.
So I worked in recruitment for this hairdressing academy, yeah. So we
Just
had,
so that you could get cuttings to put in your bath. So your mum, so your mum was like, "Fucking hell, Jamie."
there's loads of wigs in the bath of that bitch. So I worked at this hairdressing academy and I was in recruitment. I'm Minter interviews me.
So you were recruiting. I'm going to call you a bluff on that, but
I was recruitment, yeah.
you worked in the hairdressing academy, not as an academic, but you worked in the academy as the HR.
Sales. So I basically, it's,
So you were an office worker at the hairdressers.
yeah, but sales.
So you didn't touch the hair.
Didn't touch the hair, no.
Didn't touch the hair. You just pitched a good haircut.
Yeah.
You were going knocking on people's doors, just going right.
Pretty much.
Hear us out.
So I drink salons. It's basically like Hogwarts for hair.
I'm listening.
So, like, you'd get like 16-year-old, predominantly girls, but some lads as well. 16-year-old girls in. They want to do hairdressing. I have to find them a salon to work in, so like an apprenticeship,
Yeah.
and then they do 2 days at the college.
Right.
2 days at the college and 3 in the salon, basically. So I've got ring salons. I've got a nice girl in your area wants to do hairdressing. Do you want an apprentice? £4.30 an hour. They say yes or no. So that's basically my job.
Yeah.
So what I have to do as well is welcome the girls. So every Friday we'd have an intake of people who want to do hairdressing. Now a lot of the time they don't want to do hairdressing. It's just that there's no qualifications needed. You don't need any GCSE. So if they put their exams up, they'll just come to us. Do you know what I mean? And some of them like been told to come here by the job centre or whatever.
Yeah.
And a smaller percentage have a real passion for hairdressing.
Yeah.
So I'd have to do a presentation to these like 16-year-old girls.
About what the job entails?
Yeah, about how the course is. So I'd have the slideshow on.
Are you the person that taught the teenagers how to do the head wank?
No, I'm not. I'm just...
I always found that the weirdest thing when you go into an actual hairdresser's, not a barber's.
Oh,
and they
right,
put you in
yeah.
the sink and they wash your hair first, and then a teenager just comes up and massages your head, and you're like, right, this is a bit Epstein Island.
Oh, I had a hair... Mate, You don't even. That's not even the worst of it. Hairdressing is mental, mate. There's going to be a big panorama about hairdressing.
Is Danny going to be on dispatches again? Sloss on dispatches with his barber.
Yeah. Calling out for Dalsa soon. Hairdressing is wild, right? So I'd give this presentation to the girls, but I'd be like sat on the desk, the slideshow playing, but yeah, we can skip that slide. And I went, hey, just call me Jamie. I was like,
oh, wait there.
Yeah, I'm trying to impress them all. So then I'd have to interview the girls one-on-one, interview them, and I'd give them a score out of 10. So like, if they're showing passion for the industry, if they really want to do it.
Customer service. You're like, you're looking at how like they interact as a human because they're going to be working in the shop front.
And you score out of 10.
Yeah.
So we'd have really high-end city centre salons.
It's really damaging that you mark teenagers out of 10, Jamie.
This gets worse, mate.
Oh, no.
Right, gets worse. So we have really high-end city centre salons, and we have like shitholes like in the rough areas of Manchester as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every area's catered for.
So they'll get you like 2s and 3s.
So, every time, most of them like 6, 7 out of 10, and then I remember the first time I had a 10 out of 10 candidate, absolutely fucking smashed it. Every answer was like, hear this, why, bang, I really want to do it.
Switched on.
Really switched on. Proper conscientious, like mature beyond the years. So I went to my manager.
The Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
The Jude Bellingham.
Oh, we retired a number and everything. Retired a Clippers. Yeah. So she's like, I go to my manager, go, I've got a 10 out of 10 candidate here. We need to send her to the posh salon in the middle of town.
She's got the Tony and Guy.
Yeah, so it has to be like top end. And he goes, oh, great, which one is it? I went, oh, that girl there. And he went, she's not town centre. I went, no, we're interviewed. She went, no. She's not town centre.
No.
Because she was big.
They rated her on appearance.
Yeah. They went,
cunt.
They went, we can't send her there. They won't have her.
Cunt.
So we'd have to send, like, I went, what you
hold on, this guy is like, that 16-year-old's not attractive enough to go. The fuck is he marking a young, impressionable
and then
human on that?
And I was
that man needs to watch the Barbie movie.
I was gobsmacked. Are you messing? So then,
did you call him out on it, or were you still like?
I went, I'm going to send her. So I sent her anyway.
Oh, good.
I sent her for an interview. I've got an amazing girl here for you. She's absolutely smashed it, and she's gone to that posh city centre salon. She didn't get the job. And this is impossible. If they judged it on the right thing.
Yeah, what a fucking red flag on that man.
Yeah.
What a red flag. Like the fact that he is weighing up lasses.
But it was so...
That's like, the old school fucking... the newspaper had done like a countdown on Charlotte ages. Charlotte Church's coming of age.
That's mad, isn't it?
And like that bloke who did that...
Well, he was gay.
To that... Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's an endemic in the industry.
It's capitalism.
It's in the industry. It's just the industry norm. It's like no one even shrugged. I was blocked because I was new to the hairdressing game.
It's brutal, isn't it? Lasses didn't stand a chance in that claimant.
And
man.
then these girls coming in with like too much fake tan and fucking rake thin. Just chewing gum in the fucking interview. Like, I don't even want to be here.
Get them to the city centre.
Get them to the city centre. It's fucking mind blowing, mate.
Fuck, that's been really sad.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
And what year was that? Like when we're talking now, is that
COVID?
That's still happening. That's happening now.
I actually got a cease and desist from the company
because you
so I said it on a podcast and it got clipped up.
Yeah, you're doing it again now. Do you want to shut the company out?
No.
Because you've got a cease and desist. Fuck. Isn't that bad though?
So the hairdresser.
Isn't that bad that on a podcast now, with a profile like you have, or the knowledge that you have of that industry, you can't just look through the barrel of the lens and call them out, because even though you're right, they're gonna
it's
threaten with action.
It's not just them. It's
industry wide.
It's the industry wide, because that's what I mean. Because to be honest, the way my manager said it, he's a really sound guy, and he went, I don't agree with it, but I know if we send her there, they're not going to have her, and they're going to have a go at us for sending her. I just know that's going to happen.
Yeah, so he was just going off the claimant.
Yeah, he was like, she's not town centre, she won't get the job, and if you send her, you'll build her hopes up that she's going to get it. which I did, and then she didn't get it. And
Yeah.
she went to some shithole in Eccles.
It's just like working class men in comedy.
That's what it is, mate.
Just making it for ourselves. It's just this London centric. They didn't like Northerners. It's exactly like that. It's
It's the same. We're judged on our accents.
Yeah.
You don't know our plight.
How are you finding as well the difference between, like, now that you're touring? Do you find a difference when you go down south? Do you find a difference? Was there a difference between Hull and Southampton on that double?
Nah, do you know what?
Because you've got your own crowd as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Everywhere.
You're not playing to a sensitive, multicultural crowd. You're playing.
Hull was the only one where someone walked out.
Is it?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
He was talking. I put him down a couple of times, and I think he's seen his ass about it. So he went, "Oh, I've had enough of this then," and walked out. So I was like, "Well, don't fucking interrupt then, mate."
They don't see it not going their way when they pipe up.
Yeah, I know.
Which is bananas.
I know.
It's absolutely bananas that they think that they're ever going to win that exchange.
Well, I proper humiliated him as well. So someone dropped a glass and it smashed, but it was in the middle of a bit where I'm in a restaurant. Mm-hmm. So I just went, and someone threw a glass, and it's like he was there, innit? Sort of thing, just because it matched into the bit where it was.
Yeah.
And he went, absolutely smashing. And I just let it hang. And he went, that was absolutely smashing. And he said it again. I went, mate, everyone heard you the first time, and it died on its ass.
Gross, aye.
And then I went, we're just going to sit here now for 10 seconds while we get rid of that.
Just the stank. Just let the stank settle.
I went,
open a window.
That was you, that.
People at home will be laughing because I do shit like that to Daniel all the time on purpose to derail it. Put the fucking stinkiest pun in the middle of his rants. I'll just fucking. It's like Leafs on the line, body on the line. How you fucking stinking pooey, knowingly stinky pong whiffy fucking pun in the middle of, like, as he gets really passionate when he's talking, and he just like shut up.
It's so fucking good, man.
So fucking that was in Hull.
That was Hull, mate, yeah.
Hull's one of them places where we always have a nice time when we go, but never like going. It's one of them places like I think the people are alright. The gigs always are right there. Yeah. But that's why I feel for you not having a car on the tour, because that means you have to stay in the city you're gigging.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but I like staying in hotels. It's like, because
but it's sometimes nice to, if you've done if you've done Bradford and then your next gig's in Leeds, just go and bed down in Leeds for 2 nights, and then you can go to the. I mean, that's just it's probably a bad example, but like you can schedule it in a different way. You can schedule it where you go, right, I'll check in and have 2 nights in a hotel here, because after the gig I'll do the drive, and then I've got a full day of not driving and go to sleep in the same bed.
What I like about sleeping in hotels is it's clean. Mm-hmm. I have a very, very bad room.
I do.
I have a mole on the wall and that.
You don't even seem like the type that would have like a filthy room, Jimmy. You obviously like a cleaner's house is never tidy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just you just admit this. Like,
I live in squalor,
I've got my shit together. Like I thought that you'd have everything alphabetized and all that, and like real like colour code.
I'm a proper squalor, man.
Yeah,
so living in a hotel is luxury to me. It's like, this is like, fuck. Even a cheap B&B feels like,
proper
the Radisson.
Upgrade. Do you ever plan on dealing with that?
What?
Do you like the fact that you live in squalor?
The thing is, I shit the bed all the time.
Aye.
My girlfriend's pretty against it, which is fair enough.
She's against you shit in the bed?
Yeah.
Mate, the fucking women are just like this all the time, aren't they? Yeah, past that jar. Even ironic misogyny is still misogyny.
Oh, really?
We've got a charity jar. We've got a charity jar, mate, where we're fucking. These are post-it notes with how much we owe because we're going through too much cash, and we didn't want to keep that much cash in here. But it's like, every time you're racist in a bit, or misogynistic or homophobic within a bit, instead of dealing with a problem, we just take the Tory way out and we'll put a $5 towards charity. We used to start it off, right, with like, this podcast in 2016 started off with Muggle Corner, where it was like, if you put your decorations for Christmas up in November, you're a Muggle, get in the corner for 30 seconds. If you request a song off the DJ in a nightclub, you're a Muggle. And now it's like, gay people started the Holocaust. Oh, fuck it. This it's just how we've transitioned.
Or is it a fiver a time?
Fiver a time, aye. But it's nice to put something back. I always
You
find.
got to put it back.
Yeah, when we're running Punch Drunk regularly and that was making a bit of money, we always like to support charities and stuff. Like it's always nice to
Oh,
be
maybe.
a little bit. On a selfish side, it's easier to reject charity muggers if you're doing charitable stuff in the background.
Oh yeah,
you'd be like, oh, I already donated to charity.
I signed up. This is embarrassing. I signed up to Deaf Kids.
Signed up. You've had it.
So good.
You've had it. I signed up to Deaf Kids. That's a short joke, that.
The Deaf Kids Society, because the girl was fit and I just liked the conversation with her.
Oh, yeah.
And I was there for eight quid a month, so 96 quid a year. So I reckon I spent 294 quid, 92 quid on just a conversation with a pretty girl.
Did you learn sign language on the way?
No.
Or you just like... This is good for the listeners, this. This is good for the listeners. I'm doing the finger hole and pointing. No.
So that was my charity contribution because a pretty girl spoke to me. It cost me 300 quid.
Did you get anywhere?
Didn't go anywhere. I signed up and went, I'll leave it. And I left it for 2 years, so I knew she was probably out of a job.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I've got to talk to this guy that stinks of shit again with his mom's pubes on his back. But fucking, honestly, we need the money in the society.
I know we need this
I've got
bus.
to fucking put up with this.
The deaf kids need a bus, mate. I also... I had an interview for one of these charity mugger jobs.
Yeah.
And the guy interviewing me was like proper like David Brent type. Joe, like somebody who finished 9th on The Apprentice sort of person. Like proper go-getter. So I tried to impress him, And he went, it says here you're a creative thinker on your CV. So I went, yeah. And he went, well, can you just go into that a bit more? So I went, well, put it this way. I don't just think outside the box. I live outside it. I went, oh, what do you mean by that? I went, oh, well, you know, think of thoughts as the box. And I just got lost in this metaphor. Died on my ass.
You ended up going, right, listen, I am the box.
Died on my ass.
You just said earlier that you were great at interviews.
I was class at interviews, mate. I made a woman cry in an interview.
That's not what they're measured on.
No. Because I've got this...
That doesn't make it good.
I've got this technique for interviews and first dates.
Oh, no.
And you can either get a job or a shag.
Okay.
Or a second date, at least. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't... Not all women sleep on the first date.
No.
I owe it a 5.
Yeah, we'll put it in for you. We'll put it in for you. Get the job. You get your first couple for free. Well, you don't. We pay for it. There we go. That was very problematic. He's trying to change.
Sorry.
In the way he's trying to change is donating other people's money to charity.
Sorry, women.
So yeah, there's success.
Yeah,
there's success one way or another.
So in this interview process, and my manager went, I've never seen the owner of the company. Like, I've never seen you control a room like that. I was on Zoom.
I was going to say that's Scott was my guess. I thought your guess would be take the interview chair and take it around the other side and sit it in between them.
I've done stuff like that where grab the water first. I've done stuff like that in interviews all the time.
Start pH testing it. Get your testing kit out. Some crunchy little tablets and all that. Just going, yep, you need a filter. That's the first thing I do when I come into this company. I'll get you a good water filter.
Put in an ice cube tray, freeze it, and go, always thinking of solutions. This water's not warm enough, mate. So I used to work with dementia. People who had it. And I used to write their life stories. So, like, people come in with dementia.
Yeah, it was always just the same chapter. Just over and over again. 1,000-page tomes.
Yeah. So, this is the story I tell on first dates. Just to show, like, you know.
You told the story of the notebook in an interview.
She goes, what did you do there at Age UK? So I work with people with dementia. And I used to write their life stories. Well, basically, it's like a reminiscence living room. So living room set out 50s style. Do you know what I mean? And they'd come in with their son or daughter or granddaughter, and we'd do weekly sections. So we'll talk all about your school life one week, all about work, all about, you know, your husband, etc.
Time at war.
So I'm like 5 weeks in with this woman called Elsie. And it's work week. I'm really getting on with Elsie. She's really coming out of her shell a bit. And she brings lots of posters, all like pictures in from when she worked. She worked as a nursery teacher for 30 years at Beehive Nursery. So I went, oh, Beehive in Openshaw. That's where I went. She went, what years was it? And she went, oh, I think she left in 93. I went, oh, I would have been like 94, 95. So probably just missed you.
So you got the newbie in.
Yeah, and then she's got pictures, and there's a picture of her at her leaving party, and she's cutting into a leaving cake, and next to her is me on my mum's knee at 3.
Oh, wow.
She was my first ever teacher, and now I'm my last ever carer.
Do I get the job? You're doing a job for a charity mugger. And that was your.
No, that was to get the job in the hairdressing academy.
Was it?
Yeah.
You just melted the hearts and then created teenagers with a town.
Yeah, and I've said it with girls on nights out.
Have you?
I said it to my girlfriend on our first date.
Because they just see as this like fucking bed shitting like reprobate, and then find out that you've just got this soft core.
Yeah.
And they feel like that they can fix everything else.
Oh, that's it. I'm such a project, man.
Aye, but like canny big project. Like.
Yeah. It's DIY.
It's not a fixer-upper. It's like
even Nick Knowles won't take this one.
It's like we're gonna have to work on the foundations of this one. I think
This rotten to the core, man.
But there's something in it.
There's something
it's
there.
Resale value. It'll be worth the hard work.
Oh, there's something there, man. You've got to make yourself out to be a project of a sensitive soul for jobs. And
I was a fashion project for me, missus. Like this is where she got there with me.
Well, that's fine.
I'm alright. I'm a lot more like plain than I would have been if I was left to my own devices. I was quite colourful in my choices. Nothing ever went together. I had no eye for that.
Oh, really? Right. Okay.
But my lass is just like. Just rein it in a lot.
Oh, just colours that clash. But
Just be a bit more plain. Let your personality shine through.
you're not town centre, mate. Stop it.
You're not doing centre, I'm not. I'm not doing centre. Despite my charisma, I just couldn't get the town centre work. Because of my crooked face, because of all the tampons that have hit it. So that tampon in my teeth story come from it was a girl I took a Viagra, right, and she went, why would you take Viagra? You don't need Viagra. And I was like, it's not about needing Viagra.
No,
just like you'll just enjoy it more. There'll be a round 2. We're in for a good night. Yeah. It's put a cape on it. It's got superpowers for the evening. It's roids for me cock. I would have done a good job anyway, but I'm gonna do a better job than it. And she watched us take the Viagra, and then fucking kicks in. Just started laughing and went, "Oh, I'm in period." And I was like, "You fucking arsehole," just howling because in her head, just played a practical joke on us.
Oh, it's funny. Though.
She just played a practical joke, and I was like, "You would days like that?" I said, "We just did anyway." I was like, "I think I need sex more than you can't have sex."
Yeah.
And she just went, "All right, we can do it if you take it with your teeth," thinking that I never would. Bluff called.
Oh,
and as you can tell by the picture, wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
It's quite clean, yeah.
But she got her phone out and took a photo of it, and that photo was just in the depths of my fucking darkest photo fucking archive. And when that lad suggested that I got hit in the face with a tampon, I dug out the photo.
Oh, yeah, that's close.
I'd clearly been fucking drunk or
You can't
something.
have a wank on a Viagra. It's too sad.
Nah, can't say I ever have because I've always.
I have.
I've let one go amiss before. I took one on Christmas Eve, and I've done stand up about this. So I don't want to fuck anybody that's seen us day it live. But I took it on Christmas Eve, and then like my lass was just too drunk, and we just ended up like Christmas morning. She was too shabby. She just fucking didn't want to do it.
I've had the exact same thing, but this thing called the Holy Grail.
What is it?
It's like Viagra on Viagra.
Okay.
It's Viagra squared, mate.
But it also makes your butthole wide.
It was fucking throbbing.
Gives you a nipple on as well.
And then got back and the girl was sick. Just throwing up everywhere. It was just like, obviously a no-go. And it's fucking... All the blood in the world is in your dick.
You're starting to go deaf. Yeah. You're like, where's that last one I need?
I paid for that, boss.
Yeah, pass the jar. I'm gonna get change.
Shocking.
So it just didn't happen for you. Because it doesn't give you a hard on.
You've still got to be in the mood.
It just keeps you hard on. It's like, if people take steroids and expect to get hench, you've still got to go to the gym.
Yeah.
So you've still got to but for my one, I took it on Christmas Eve, fought nothing of it, and woke up with my morning hard on Christmas Day and just Christmas for the hard on.
Yeah, it's
just like tucked into family gathering, fucking having dinner with it tucked into my belt.
It just doesn't go, does it? It's class.
Nah. Mate, I think that's a wrap there.
Man.
The camera's lasted. Cheers for coming on the podcast,
Cheers,
mate. And your tour's sold out, so you can't plug that, but you're going to do it like an add-on?
Doing an extension. So Jamie H Comedy on Twitter and Instagram to find that out. Be coming back all over the country again. There's some more dates in cities that I didn't come to.
Excellent. And are you speculating, because we've got quite an international audience here, do you speculate on going to Australia for any of the festivals, or?
Possibly. I'm not really out. We'll see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Take it in stages?
I'll need a lot of Magoo time for Australia.
Yeah.
I'll be fucked.
And so if you're in the UK, keep an eye out for Jamie Hutchinson on tour, and go find him on all the social medias, and his podcast is called The Hot Water Green Room, so go and subscribe to that, and we'll fucking next time you're back in Scotland, we'll get you back on.
Yeah, sweet mate. Thank you.
Cheers, lad.
Nice one.